And we're live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you're ready to DJ.
Yeah, well, I can just switch mics if I need to.
Surround sound mic action.
Binaural audio. I want you to like ASMR me like right in your left ear.
Hey, you are set up to become an ASMR streamer.
I could.
We one of those little ear things. You can just
we could do 5.1 surround with this thing.
That ear stuff bothers me so much. When
Does
it's
it?
like licking the ASMR? Like I get the idea and the concept, and I do get the tingles. I do get the tingles when people do the shit. Just restart your computer and just cut the middleman. But I do get the tingles when people do that. But like I don't get the concept of doing it in a meaningful way to put myself to sleep or like in a like. It's a weird sensation. I don't really like it, so I can't relate to the people that are like, oh yeah, nothing.
Do you think it's like a high, like they just kind of crave it, and that's
no, for sure. Like you get it, like the goosebumps feeling where your hair stands up. But
yeah,
what I only imagine is pleasant to them. It just makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, I could do without this, but I'm sure that people are like, oh, that's the stuff. Like that zipper sound is it. It's just it's not for me, so I don't know.
What do you think, Trevor?
Of ASMR?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat as Tucker here. I've given it a genuine attempt just because I was like, what is this about? Like I put headphones on and I like tried to understand it. And like, yeah, I do. I get the goosebumps. I get the hair standing up, but it's not a feeling
it's not for me.
I would ever want to seek out.
I get instantly bored. And I can't explain why it's so boring so fast. It hardly makes sense. I could watch a blank screen and last longer than I could with ASMR.
Really?
I'm just like, oh, like I dislike the person for putting on such terrible content. Like,
I'm okay with it as long as it's like Amaranth, like headbutting a fucking microphone with her
that
ass pointed
shit
at the
was
camera.
so funny though. I love the clips of Amaranth. I think there's a large majority that don't get that she's self-aware and completely understands the absurdity of this. But when she's headbutting her mic in a horse mask in like lingerie, this is peak content. It's so funny to me.
If you mute it and watch it, it's hilarious.
If you unmute it, it's so good.
It's funny no matter what.
Yeah.
It's pretty absurd. Yeah, it's pretty hot too. Influencersgonewild.com. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. There's no way. Wikifeed.com.
Hashtag
unrelated. Are you? Oh God. Woody, what are you so invested in? Woody's watching the clip and he's like speechless. He's ready.
I'm watching Amaranth's ASMR. It's on her homepage from 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
And it is more interesting than I gave it credit for.
Yeah, Amaranth is the queen of bending the rules. She was like she created the hot tub meta to what it was, to the pinnacle of it. And she was always the one. Her and Indie Fox got banned though, but Amaranth is always really good at that.
She's good at her job. To get here,
Amaranth streamed like 300 hours in a month in a kiddie pool. You know how pruning that is? That's so crazy to me.
I was 1 minute and 45 seconds into this video before I realized her boobs were sticking out of her lingerie. Like that's how good the ASMR was.
Yeah,
I think it says more about you than it does her ASMR.
Did she invent the Sharpie writing? Amaranth?
I think that Amaranth, she may not have invented a lot of these metas, but she has perfected and pushed the metas to the forefront. She is like the Spotify like curated playlist for all of the new I just want to make some
top
money.
50.
Yeah, but she's so good at it. Like I genuinely think she's one of the we know I can't name names. I want to, but we know people in our industry that were just really good at farming clicks for views, right?
Yeah.
Gameplay, otherwise it doesn't matter. She is that for Twitch. She's so good at it. It's the great businesswoman. Yeah,
I love it.
Good and for her. She made like $1 million in a month from this shit.
That's nice.
So hey, that shit don't last forever.
Can't hate it.
It doesn't. I find it interesting. I watch someone who's killing it and think, ooh, yeah, you're killing it. But all your success is tied to your current game. Right? Like I predict you're a person who will transfer to the next game. And I wonder, like, are they planning this? Are they working it out? Do they know that they have a life cycle? Do they realize they're at the peak of their bell curve as we're talking?
Right.
And some do, some don't. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm not. But this stuff doesn't last forever most of the time.
I think Tucker and I have to be the top 0.01% for longevity, right?
I think I think our
YouTube,
group,
Twitch?
yeah.
I mean, our group too.
Yeah,
I was saying more like, because Woody and Kyle don't like necessarily create content as much anymore, but they do. Technically, they do. I mean, the podcast is content.
Yeah.
So I mean, all four of us honestly are top 0.01%. I would say most people don't get this lucky. To be this long.
I would say you don't need to enhance. It's like right there. There's nothing hidden in any of these photos.
Enhance.
I would say I would posit that because I was thinking about this the other day. I just passed my 13th year in YouTube, right? Or something like that. And I was like, man, how many people are actively still engaged in a community where they're not like off by the wayside 5K viewers or like 5K views a video, like where they're actively a relevant name in the community? It's got to be a small handful of people, just because it is like there's so much of life that got into it. We know so many people who were huge at one point that either lost motivation, changed jobs,
family,
so many things. Yeah. So it is a very improbable thing, probably like almost every other entertainment job, to exist after 8-10 years. Yeah, that's like a weird milestone to hit.
Does that happen with actors too?
For sure. And well, PewDiePie I was just talking about this with my artist friend. PewDiePie had the exact same life cycle as a Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber, where he made content that was geared towards younger kids, and it was very hyperactive. It was cool, whatever. And then he kind of fell out of favor. It took a couple years, whatever happened. And then he came back with content true to his age and his person. And all the people that were hating on him prior, like, you know what? He just makes good content. Same with fucking Bieber. Same with like Justin Timberlake did NSYNC and stuff, disappeared, came back as a solo artist, like SNL actor. People do transfer their talent from one part to the other, but you got to allow everybody to grow and then find you again. You can't it's rare to maintain some sort of like consistent.
Like